Yo, what's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darium's Competitive Pokemon. We are going to be playing a game on PTCGO here. I'm trying out a Ninetales Zoroark list, and I think the Ninetales Zoroark is pretty good. A very good competitive player, Jose Marrero, recently won a League Cup with it. I know that he did. He shared his list on Twitter, and I tweeted that list out as well for all you guys to see. If any of you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my handle is enjoyfriend, ENJOY friend. I like to, share. I could actually share information quicker on Twitter than I can on YouTube, just because if I see something, I can tweet it right out, or just anything that's going on. It's also my personal Twitter, so that's really the place to follow me and see what's going on in my life, and just probably the quickest way for me to get competitive Pokemon information out to everybody. So tweeted out Jose Marrero's list. I really liked his Zoroark Ninetales list. I think this deck, Zoroark could give Ninetales maybe an extra little boost to really put it over the edge as being, maybe a tier 1, tier 2 deck. It was kind of fell off by the wayside during the last format here before Shining Legends, just kind of getting outclassed by Decidueye more or less. But with Garbodor coming into popularity, it could be that, I think that Ninetales really does have a lot to gain, since it does pretty well against Garbodor decks too. So we're playing this with a Zoroark. My list here that I'm going to be playing today differs a little bit from Jose Marrero's list, though it is pretty similar. I am playing the Kukuis that he was playing in his list. I think that's a pretty neat idea, and I do like what he's got it going on with that. However, I am also playing a one of copy of this, the Zoroark from Breakthrough. I think this card is just so good, and I almost feel like if you're going to be playing a Zoroark GX deck, why not throw one of those in there? I mean, the card is just so bonkers. Like, you could take an easy one-hit knockout with this thing after just softening it up with with a Tapu Koko or a Latios or something like that. I also am not just playing 2 copies of Tapu Koko. I am playing 1 Latios in here because I love Latios. So let's see, what are my options here for the first turn of the game? I think I'm going to go ahead and get out the Tapu Koko, the Vulpix, and the Zorua. And we're going to do things like that. And then let's see, let's attach the energy to my benched Vulpix, and we can beacon here. And really, I'm just going to beacon and probably grab, let's see, I already got I could grab another Zorua, since maybe I want to evolve into the other Zoroark, the one from Breakthrough. I could also grab a Latios, if I wanted to, just to get that down on the bench as well. Nice to see that my Espeon is not prized. Or I could grab another Vulpix if I want to go for the non-Alolan Ninetales. Let's see. Let's grab a Vulpix, and we'll grab the other Zorua too. We'll just do that. Really just flesh out our bench a little bit more, so we have a bunch of options, and then next turn we just go ahead and end it away. I could have retreated a play I could have done, and maybe this would have been better since I'm only playing 1 copy of Floatstone in this list right now, is I could have attached the water energy to my active Vulpix, retreated into the Tapu Koko, used Aqua Patch to put it, the energy back onto one of my bench Vulpix. Then next turn, if I end and hit a double colorless energy, then I'm just like in the money for a Tapu Koko flying flip, which is really what I want to be doing at this point. You see my opponent waste no time getting the Gallade into play, so it looks like maybe going the non-EX Alolan Ninetales is not going to be the best option. You can see my opponent is rolling in here really fast with this Tapu Lele. Not exactly sure what they're going for there. I guess they just want some quick knockouts, so they're putting a lot of pressure on with that Tapu Lele. But that's like a little dangerous, like I could definitely punish my opponent for doing that, even if I just promote Tapu Koko for the free retreat and am able to maybe get an Aqua Patch, energy, and Choice Band onto this bench Ninetales. Then I'm knocking it out. So that is a lot to ask for, but you got to keep in mind that I am going to have Zoroark GX here. And here's the double colorless energy, so we're pretty close. I might want to try that. Let's see here. Then, you're saying if I N, all I need to do is hit, I could hit an energy because I'm about to evolve into Zoroark GX too. So all I need to do is hit an energy, and then I can trade, and then all I need to do is hit an Aqua Patch. Like, that's not so bad. I actually kind of like that. So let's try that here, and we'll see how this goes. This, yeah, Riotous Beating would not have done enough damage there. So let's see. Do we get a Water Energy? No. Oh, we also needed the Choice Band. I guess maybe then I should have just been a little less greedy and probably put the Choice Band onto the Tapu Koko and just flying flipped. But I really wanted to get a knockout on that Tapu Lele, just see if we could do it. Maybe I was feeling a little too swifty here with my Zoroark. So I'm gonna trade here. Let's go ahead and just trade that Tapu Lele. Draw a couple cards. Okay, and we got the non-EX Alolan Ninetales. I could go back and Beacon again. I don't really mind that so much. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to do that. So let's go back. We'll Beacon one more time. Probably get this Zoroark here and Latios. And, this way we could just prepare for the next turn. Next turn, I will be going in with a Flying Flip or something like that. I do have Ninetales here on the bench ready to go. Like, if something were to come up where maybe using Blizzard Edge would be beneficial, that is an option that I have, though I probably am feeling like I should have done the double colorless on the Koko and not been greedy and gone for the knockout on that Tapu Lele, because, now my opponent is going to be pretty ahead of the game here. They have a Gardevoir GX out, and the Gardevoir GX has a Curlia underneath it as well, so that's not good. They also play their own copy of Tapu Koko, so that's like a little weird as well. But I could see, having their own copy of Tapu Koko could be really good for the mirror, just to soften up the opponent. I do like that option, so I think the Tapu Koko is not a bad inclusion in Gardevoir GX, and it looks like my opponent's just going to Energy Drive again. So let's see here what we can do. I mean, this turn we could definitely, I say definitely, but I mean, like, we can maybe punish my opponent for what they did there with the Tapu Lele. I should be able to take a knockout on this thing, though going in with Latios might be nice too, but at this point I feel like I just got to take care of this Tapu Lele. Like, that's ridiculous. However, I don't want to, I don't want to just like end and just not use this double colorless energy. I really want to use this. Maybe I should have attached the Choice Band to Latios, Guzma up the Gardevoir, and done like 60-30, something like that. I think that could have been a good play potentially. But, let's see. We're just going to do this here. We're going to Ultra Ball away these guys. Get the Zoroark. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Man, I could have taken the knockout with the Zoroark here with the Choice Band. Okay, so maybe that was a little bit of a misplay, but that's fine. Let's end. And we do get the Water Energy and the Aqua Patch. So that's cool. So I could trade. And we're going to throw away a Water Energy. I mean, I could have Ultra Balled away that energy as well. And let's see. We're going to Aqua Patch once onto my Ninetales. And I guess the hope is that my opponent doesn't get the return knockout on the Ninetales right away. And then, then I still have the Zoroark here to stand in, so that's like pretty good. I'm actually feeling like very confident about this position right here. Maybe a couple other plays I could have made this turn, but, at the end of the day, I am getting a 2-prize knockout, so that's nice. And let's see. I think I want to discard actually if I discard it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. My opponent would only need 3 energy. I think I actually am going to discard the Water and the double colorless energy just to make it even harder for my opponent to knock out this Ninetales. So let's just go ahead and do that and then see what my opponent does from there. Oddly enough, Zoroark does give me an option here to, I could stand in and then Aqua Patch to my benched Ninetales. So, that's pretty cool. Hopefully, my opponent doesn't get everything they need. It's looking like they probably got it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. They need one more energy. They're probably going to get it. And that's going to be a little stressful just because you could see here, they're going to go down to 2 prizes. So then, and I don't have an immediate way to knock out this Gardevoir. So I probably should have just gone in with the Zoroark. breakthrough here just to take that knockout and pretty convincingly on the Lele, and that way they wouldn't have just had the return knockout on a GX. They would have had something else. So let's see here. My opponent's giving me the astonished face for some. Let's see. Oh, yep, they got it. Oh boy. I don't know why you're astonished about that. Like I knew you were gonna get that. Oh, what do you go? Oh, my opponent is looking for blood. They do not like my little Zoroark there. Interestingly enough. Oh, but they didn't even knock it out. What were they doing? That is a really weird play, dude. That is a weird play. I don't really understand what you were doing there, but I'm fine with it. Yep, totally fine with that. So let's see. We could stand in and just like hit you with my Zoroark here. I don't mind that. I can Aqua Patch. I can Ultra Ball a couple things away. Let's see. Let's Ultra Ball away 2 waters. Let's see about getting another Pokemon out. You know, at this point, let's see. We do have Kukui. Oh, Kukui. Man, I've been forgetting about Kukui too. Kukui is totally an option. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. We could Lele for Kukui, but do I even have any Leles in here? Yeah, I got 1 Lele in here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an Espeon EX. We're going to go ahead and throw him out there. And we're just going to try and make things a little weird for my opponent. Because I'm going to stand in, and then I'm going to Mind Jack this thing. And then, let's see, my opponent, does this have a... No, that does not have a Curly underneath it. So the following turn, if I'm able to put up that Espeon, so long as my opponent doesn't have Guzma, then, you know, if they just Guzma kill the Espeon, like, fine, that's fine. Then I'm going to take a knockout on their Gardevoir, and I can always Rescue Stretcher the Espeon back in. I'm going to Aqua Patch to my Ninetales just to have that energy there. So my Ninetales more or less ready to go as well. And let's just Mind Jack for, you know, a decent amount of damage. Now at this point, I'm forcing the non-EX, non-GX prize. The following turn, and they Sycamore right away, so they're not even trying to go for the Guzma play, which is great for me. I don't really, you know, I mean, I haven't played perfectly this game by any means, but geez, I think like they're kind of giving me an out to win here, because next turn, if I end my opponent to 3, while also devolving all of their Pokemon, they are going to be stuck with 2 Ralts on the bench. And this Gardevoir is going to get knocked out. So that's like excellent for me. If I can pull that play out, I really like that. I don't know what my opponent was doing by Guzmaing up this Zoroark GX and hitting it for 180 damage. I'm very confused by that play. But to each their own, you know? I mean, we're going to take that and run with it because, you know, what else can I do? So 210 damage to the active Zoroark there. I really think that Zoroark is worth including. You know, if you're going to be running Zoroark GX, why in the world not? So let's go for broke here. I think we slap the Zorua down just in case I want to get another Mind Jack Zoroark into play. Or maybe I could trade twice. Let's just end. And alrighty, let's see what we got here. I don't necessarily feel like I need to trade right now. Like I feel like fine with what my hand is looking like. I don't really want to ditch any of these resources, so let's just go ahead and Miraculous Shine, take a prize, and really set my opponent back, you know, punish them for, you know, evolving these up through Rare Candy, and just like hope that they get such an awkward hand off of this end that they cannot respond. I mean, even at this point, if they are able to, I mean, that would be bad. If they are able to Rare Candy this into Guardy and then also get enough energy on it, there's a Rare Candy right there. Oh no. If they are also able to get enough energy on this thing to then knock out, and we got a Curlia here. Oh, and an N. Let's see if my opponent can get enough energy. They're probably not going to be able to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to devolve them again. So they'll come up and hit me for like, oh, they're paralleling me. What are you doing? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I think, all right, in this situation, I definitely ditched the Tapu Koko, and then I think I also am either going to ditch the Zorua or the Zoroark GX. The Zoroark GX is going to help me draw cards right now, and I like that, but it is also a huge liability being here on the bench and could lose me the game, and I could just evolve into another Zoroark GX, so I feel like I ditched the Zoroark GX just because, you know, my board position is just way better now than it would have been otherwise. And let's see, if my opponent comes up with this rare candied Guardy, I'm just going to throw it back up. If I throw it back up, then that means that they could just evolve their benched. They could just evolve their benched Curlia. So I think I Guzma. Oh my gosh, I got rid of my free retreater. Let's see here. I could like Guzma up I could Guzma up like their Oranguru and then devolve everybody and just make things like super weird. Let's see. Or I could Guzma up. I could just retreat into Latios. I actually like that. I could retreat into Latios and then attach the Choice Band to Latios to do 60 damage. And let's Aqua Patch here. And then next, that means that like and then let's just end. And that means that if I retreat here and next turn, if I'm able to devolve, then I'm going to take the knockout on the Guardian. I think I like prefer that. So let's just try that real quick. And then let's put the 30 damage onto the Curlia, I guess. Let's try that. I mean, Latios showing off its worth here. Hopefully Latios can make some plays happen. My opponent has got a Gallade there on the bench. Oh, geez. Okay. I don't know. This is a sketchy play because now if they get an energy onto the Gallade, that's like actually I'm in a bad spot if they do that. So that is not good. They're probably going to be able to get the energy onto the Gallade since they are premonitioning right now. They have the Curlia underneath, so if they just put some energy onto that, they're going to be able to knock out the Espeon, and they're going to be able to knock out this Latios this turn too. So that is a little sketchy. See, they're Wonder Tagging for... I think my opponent did that in the wrong order, unless there's something I missed, but this is fine. I'm pretty sure they just premonition, but anyways, what are they going to get? They're going to get the Guzma, okay. And then they're going to Guzma up probably my Espeon, but I don't know if I love that play on my opponent's part. If they Guzma up the Espeon, they're going to knock it out. But this Guardy has only got like 170 hit points left. Like my Ninetales is going to be able to knock that thing out. So what I'm going to do now, since okay, my opponent's pretty committed to this Gardevoir. Okay, thank goodness. I have the Choice Band in my hand still. So even if they Field Blower that's good. They knock out the Espeon. I take a knockout on this Guardy, and then my opponent has to have like DCE Guzma to win. So I do have a chance here. Let's just see. Let's see if we could pull it out. All right. So we got the Choice Band to replace it. We're going to go ahead and Wonder Tag. Yes, I'd like to search for a supporter card. Let's go ahead and let's see, do we have an N left? We do not have an N left. Are you kidding me? We don't have an N left. Oh, geez. Okay, so you're telling me that we're not going to be ending to 1. All right, let's show me what we got. Probably then Sycamore is just the best thing to do, even though, boy. Okay, then let's put a Water Energy. I think I'm going to just put it onto my active Ninetales here just so I have the option to Blizzard Edge more than once. And I got an Ultra Ball or a Rescue Stretcher. I can evolve that Zoroark there into whatever I want. I can Field Blower. Let's go ahead and just Field Blower that Stadium while we're at it. That's fine. I should have a Guzma left in deck. I do have some Guzmas left in deck. So I'm going to Blizzard Edge this thing. Then I just need a Guzma for game. And that should be it. I mean, let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away these guys. And I actually just want to get that trade Zoroark out and into play just so that we can draw more cards here as we come down the line. If maybe my opponent ends me, but hopefully they just do not. Oh, I've used all my ends, so ending is not an option. And hopefully this is just it. Let's see if yeah, that should be fine. Hello, Brent is saying hello to me. Is Brent wanting me to make a play? All right, 190 damage, taking the knockout. Let's see, does my opponent have what they need to be able to close the game out? There's 2 Sycamores right there. I should be able to, let's see, I could Rescue Stretcher for, do they have it? They got DCE Guzma. They got it. Come on. If you got it, you got it. Just show me what you got. They got a float stone. They got one fairy energy. That doesn't look like it. I feel like they should have premonition probably before putting the. And I guess if they have too many cards in their hand, they could not have instructed for anything. So I mean, they could pick one card to get, but they already had to attach the fairy energy. So I just have game at this point. So I don't think there's anything they could do to take the win here. Pretty sure they're just gonna be stuck with that fairy energy. They got a rescue stretcher. What are you gonna put a Ralts back into play? Like I'm pretty sure. Just gonna be able to attach. Oh no, you're gonna go for N. You're gonna end me to 1, 2. No, don't end me to 1. Then I'm gonna have to go find an energy, and I don't want to do that. That's just gonna be weird. No, stop that. But fortunately, I do have the trade Zoroark out. I do also have. I just pulled 2 Sycamores off the prizes, so that's like super good. That's gonna increase my odds of being able to draw out of this end of 1 situation. And we got ourselves a Ninetales, so that's not what we need to win. That's a little sketchy. Let's see here. My turn. And we got a double colorless energy. Good game, Mr. Brent. We are going to Blizzard Edge, and that's all. So, Zoroark Ninetales, getting it done. Pretty cool deck. I think I'm going to be practicing with this thing a little bit more. I want to see, what its potential is in standard format. I didn't exactly navigate that game perfectly. This is like my second time ever playing this deck. I'm still getting a feel for, what the correct card counts are in this list. But I do think that the breakthrough Zoroark does seem really good in here. And Zoroark GX also seems good. I don't really see myself ever wanting to attack with Zoroark GX. Well, at least not against, Gardevoir GX. But anyways, thank you all for watching the gameplay. Let me know what you all think of Zoroark Ninetales GX in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.